fire talk it. How do you really feel, Dustin? Just fire
Well,
talk
this is what
it.
I've been working on for the last 10 minutes
Yeah.
of the game because it was just freaking horrible to watch.
Did they quit on that game?
I think Tocchet lost his team. Oh man. You're trying to spark a guy and get his offense going, and you take him off of power play 1, and his line has been like creating all the offense for the last 4 games. What are we doing? Like what is Tocchet doing, man?
Why was it a good idea to go with 11 forward 7D? So your lines, the lines were in a blender all night long. Every shift, it was a different 3 guys. Tocchet went from being a coach who does not change his lines no matter what to literally changing his lines every time he puts a new line over the boards. What happened?
Tell me how you really feel, Russ. Tell me. Let's go. Come on. Let it go.
It was Dustin last night. It's my turn tonight. That was brutal.
It was horrible. They did exactly what I was worried about in the second period.
To Jungite, is it considered a deep draft this year? Might not matter with this losing trend. Top 5 pick?
Oh, God. It needs to be a top 5 in this draft year. Next year's the one we want, Gavin McKenna. Holy man. Like, I watched that collapse, and I was just done with Tocchet. You have Petey and DeBrusque on power play 2?
You got Suter on your first power play unit.
I don't get it. Petey and DeBrusque have been like generating offense. Like Petey doesn't have points, but he's been part of the offense the last 3 games. What are we doing? Like legitimately, I'm done with Tocchet. Last year was pure luck, and the rest of the team carried it. But this is looking more and more like when he got fired in Arizona and he absolutely murdered Clayton Keller's like offensive abilities when he was a young player. And look at Utah now with the way like they scored 6 goals tonight, I think.
So let's hypothetically say you're the new GM and president of the Vancouver Canucks and you fire Tocchet because he's terrible. What kind of candidates are you looking at for the Canucks for a new coach?
Someone younger.
So not Bruce, like Jake Stakes wants?
Like Bruce was a good interim coach, but he didn't bring the defensive structure. Like if these defensive coaches were on this team and Bruce Boudreau was here coaching the offense with Mike Yeo, might be onto something. But they need someone a little bit younger that knows how to connect with the younger guys a little better. I think Tocchet is too old school, and I don't think the message is getting across the right way. These guys just look miserable out there. They don't look like they're having fun. And part of this is it is a game. And you need to have fun to be successful and to be creative and to use your imagination. And oh man, it's tough. These guys are just like, they got to put the iPads away. Like every shift, these guys are coming off the ice and they're on the iPads looking at like, what mistake did I make? Where did I go wrong? It's like, just get into the game.
Yeah.
Be involved. Like, oh man.
I mean, unless they're watching the stream, right?
Yeah, of course.
But having said that, I'd rather have them watch the game than watch me because you shouldn't be watching me because I am just some random idiot in my living room. I mean, my bar, calling the game, right? So, I think you're onto something there. Let's not fire Tocchet. Let's demote Tocchet to co-coach, and then we'll hire Bruce back, and we'll have them literally be the co-coaches of the team.
There you go. There's this. Oh man, it's just getting harder and harder to watch this team, man.
Well, the other question I was going to ask you is like, are we more concerned that we want to fire Tocchet? Because at the end of the day, if you fire Tocchet, this core is onto a 5th coach in 4 years.
What's left of the core, though?
I know, right?
Right? There's not much left of the core.
Changes from week to
So
week.
they've tried everything. They've tried trading the coaches. They've tried firing the coaches. They've tried trading away the core. So the owner's the next to go. Maybe someone needs to sell the team, get someone involved who actually knows a little bit about hockey instead of just wanting to be a greedy leech and raise ticket prices 11% when you're trotting out this garbage every night.
Do we bring Trevor Linden out of retirement?
Man, I don't know what the answer is right now. I honestly don't know.
Because it feels like
I just feel I'm getting to the point of indifference where it's getting hard to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just, I don't care. They're like, we're game, what, 57?
Something like that.
We're still putting our lines in a fucking blender at game 57?
Yep.
Like, give me a break, man. How is that a good coach? If you can't figure it out by game 57, I don't care about the injuries. It's game 57, and they still can't figure out who plays with who. Where is the problem? The offensive coaching. I feel like I'm taking crazy pills sometimes. People defend this guy like he's like the best fucking coach in the world. And it's like, what are we doing? It's game 57 and no one knows who they're playing with each other any given night. Like, what the hell, man? I'm done. I'm done with it.
German
I'm
Canucks
so over
says, Russell, keep up the amazing work as always. When I'm not here, I may not be here when I'm in Dubai. And Dustin, thank you for this meditation. He's the guru and the saver.
I was trying to keep it calm tonight and just be cool, but I'm just like, it's now like it's seething in me. I don't get it. You can't be at this point this late in the season. Like, no other team is shuffling their lines the way that the Canucks are shuffling their lines this late in the season, especially not a playoff team. Oh man, I just don't get it.
Swerve and Irvin says 4 coaches in 5 years would be brutal. If your son says his bike is broken, you don't give him the bike to his brother and say, try pedaling it harder.
It's just, I agree. 4 coaches in 5 years is brutal. But
what'd you say, Boo?
When you keep hiring the wrong guy,
my wife says they need to teach him how to fix it.
Someone needs to step up for this organization. Literally no one is stepping up for the organization right now. It just feels like everyone is content with this mediocre bullshit. And we just have to sit here and suffer as fans and keep paying to watch this garbage product.
Hey, Dustin, I'm going to make you suffer more and make you guess the 3 stars of the game.
Oh, they're all Anaheim Ducks.
Just a bunch of orange motherfuckers.
I mean, no one on the Canucks other than Tyler Myers really deserved a star, but when you lose 5-2, you're pretty much not getting on the star sheet.
No.
Especially in an away game.
Yeah.
Well, they probably got Troy Terry, first star, Ryan Strome, second star, and Frank Vetrano, third star.
Close.
How'd I do?
Ryan Strome, first star, 1 goal, 2 assists. Gauthier is the second star, which I find interesting. Only the 1 goal there, but I guess it is the game winner. And then Vetrano with 1 goal as the third star. So Terry didn't get it.
It's the Americans, man.
Yeah. They just
game winner, they're the first star. Instant. Should have known better.
Yeah, that's why McDavid was player of the game that game, even though he didn't do crap all. And then after the game, he's like, I was playing like crap until I scored that goal.
Yep. Well, you and I both said he'd played like crap that whole game until he did that one good thing.
Quinn Hughes ends up being the high minute man on the whole team.
Drew, you get Alvin and company on the phone. I'm ready for the job. I'll be the hype man in the dressing room. I'll fix the dressing room. I'll be the glue guy. I'll get them to all be friends and figure it out and have some fun.
My goodness, Drew, you're right. Let's do it. Start a petition
Sign
right
me
now.
up. Get me in there. Get me in there. I'll fix the problems.
Okay. We did. There was one thing. Let's talk a little positivity because there has been some Canucks stuff done. So despite we brought this up, so we were going to talk about this in intermission, but since the game sucks and I don't want to talk about it anymore, we're going to talk about number one. Kevin Lankinen with his win last game becomes the third fastest goaltender in Canucks history to 20 wins in a season. That feels pretty good,
Love
right?
to see it. Oh, absolutely.
He got beat out by Ryan Miller, who won his first. He won 20 games and 20 games and 29 games played in 14-15. And then Kay Whitmore, a throwback to 92-93, did it in 33 games. So, and Lankinen did it in 36 games. So that's pretty cool. Another Lankinen breaking more stats on the Canucks team.
Hey, Whitmore. What a throwback.
And then Quinn Hughes. Did Quinn Hughes have a point tonight?
He did not. No, Tyler Myers was our leading point getter from the blue line.
So yeah, Hughes did not get a point. So because if Hughes did get a point, he would have passed. But after his points in the last game, he actually is tied for the 16th overall in history for the Canucks with Brendan Morrison and Ryan Kessler. But of course, because he's Quinn Hughes, he's done it in over 100 games less. Quinn Hughes doing it in 413 games. Ryan Kessler did it in 655, and Brendan Morrison did it 543. So quite like saying 100 is giving him some grace. That's 130 games better than Brendan Morrison, who played on the West Coast Express line that scored a lot.
Well, I mean, there's no denying when they extend him and he is here for a long period of time, he is going to be like the lead point getter in many categories, not just for defenders, but overall for Canuck wearing a Canuck uniform. You heard Connor Garland talk about Hughes last night after the game, and he described him as one of the 3 best players in the world.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's incredible praise from a teammate, and he doesn't just say it tongue in cheek. Like, he means it when he says it. And this is why I've been harping on heart consideration for Quinn Hughes all year. If this team does manage to make the playoffs, you have to look no further than Quinn Hughes single-handedly putting this team on his back and getting them there.
If you have to come into this game and just pry it open and look for any array of sunshine or positivity, is there anything you can point out for Canucks fans to hang their hat on to not want to watch anymore? What do we have to look forward to? What can we talk about that would say the Canucks did something in this game other than just shit the bed?
They started to look a little pissed off that they were losing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they showed a little bit of emotion for a change, which was nice. We need a little more of that. Hopefully it's not too late. But I'm very curious to see what happens in the next few days here. If Anaheim comes into Vancouver and beats us again, and we there's going to be some big changes coming in the next week. That was a big telling game after you beat the Kings the night before. I get that it's a back-to-back, but you're running the 7 defensemen and you're rolling through your lines. Yeah.
I think the biggest missed opportunity from tonight's game, and I think Swerve and Irvin will agree with me, is they could have, in fact, put Tyler Myers on the wing.
Yeah, I mean, they could have. You're not wrong. And I mean, Höglander shot it over the net on a breakaway, so we should just completely ostracize him, right?
Yeah.
He's horrible. He's not earning his contract. Trade him. Trade them all.
Well, even if you take if I look at Hoglander's game tonight, it felt like he was out there. He had all the piss and vinegar, and then at some point, it just looked like he looked around and he saw that not a single other person on his line was skating. And he's just like, "What am I doing?" Right?
Yep. Pretty much. That first period was great. And I don't know what gets said in the intermissions, man, but come out in the second period and look like someone shot their dog. They just have no interest in being aggressive. It's like the Jekyll and Hyde thing we've seen all year. I really don't know how much more of it I can take.
Canucks logic. Beat the teams you shouldn't, lose to the teams. Beat the teams you shouldn't, lose to the teams you shouldn't.
Yeah, and then once we're mathematically eliminated from playoff contention, we'll go on a winning streak to worsen our draft lottery odds. That's just what we love to do.
Oh my God. Dustin, you'd be a better coach than the current one.
I appreciate that. Thank you. I obviously am not qualified for such a position. Like I'm just a very passionate hockey fan, and I like to have knowledge about the game, but obviously Talkit gets paid a lot of money to do that job. I'm not saying it's an easy job, but I've seen a lot of other coaches with better structures and better processes than Talkit. So yeah, like it's just getting very difficult to watch the team and not have it be big arrows pointing at the head coach.
Swerve and Irvin, $2.79 donated. Come on, at least Myers the PP net front presence.
Yeah, I mean they should be trying anything and everything at this point
because that's what they're already doing
all year.
Like, I feel like, is it just like the Target has just like all the players' names on dice, and then he just like rolls the dice and he looks down. He's like, okay, this person, this person, this person. Your wife shows up and she's like, Dustin for coach.
Yep. Just so I can yell at somebody else. She just wants me to be able to yell at somebody else. Channel all of it. Take it into the locker room. Yell at the players. I got a lot to say to them.
Oh my God. Okay, so far on this road trip, the Canucks have lost 3 of 4. Right? They lost to Vegas.
Oilers lost 5 in a row.
The Oilers have lost 5 in a row. That is true. Calgary Flames lost tonight. You'll love to see that.
Trying to find some positivity.
Oilers
have lost 5 in a row.
Go into Seattle and put them in their place as the second best West Coast city in the world.
There we go.
Anything's possible. Our fish is better than theirs, anyways.
Yeah, theirs is all weird and tentacly.
Oh,
great catchphrase though.
Yeah, fair enough. Bunch of crackheads.
Yeah.
Do you expect there to be some movement on the Canucks roster moving into the Seattle game on Saturday?
Why wouldn't there be? There has been all year.
Yeah. I'm trying to because they got the Abbey Canucks are playing on Friday at 6:00 in Calgary.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think they bring up a Lecker-Mackey or Carlson or someone who actually knows how to shoot the puck before that, or are they just gonna?
I hope so.
Yeah.
I would hope they would bring them up to play, because if they don't call them up for that game, then they're calling them up for a back-to-back if they let them play Friday night and want them to play Saturday. Like, it's just bad asset management. So, yeah, they need to, after that performance, they need to change something.
So the Canucks play Seattle on Saturday. It's 1st of March. Where are we in March? Oh my God, where's the date? Oh, where's the year going? The next week, they only have 2 games. They play against Anaheim again on the Wednesday, Minnesota. So, I mean, Anaheim beat us soundly. Minnesota's a juggernaut. And then the 2 weeks after that, Dustin, there's 8 games in 14 days.
We're going to be busy boys.
Ooh. I have to buy some Gatorade. Keep hydrated.
Yeah. If we lose against Seattle on Saturday night, I would expect that Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday for a lot of things to be happening before that Wednesday game against Anaheim comes around.
Oh my God. Is there anything you want to say to chat before I let you go, brother?
I'm sorry for my filthy, filthy mouth. I love you all. I appreciate the comments. Sorry the Canucks didn't gut this win out for us, and hopefully we can find some answers against the Kraken on Saturday night.
Cross your fingers.
Cross our fingers, cross my toes, cross my butt cheeks. Yeah. I got it all.
Awesome, buddy. Have a good night. Go spend some time with your wife. She'll make you feel better.
Sounds good. We'll talk to you later, bud.
Have a good night.
Nothing is perfect.